Houston won the toss. They elected to defer, so Baylor will receive as it goes over the shoulder of Cole Wilson here in Waco on the final game of the regular season. Baylor begins with a Bryson Washington barge up for 10 yards and a first down. Back-to-back carries. And Baylor's so desperate for a running game. For the second week in a row, Jake Spavital told us much to Baylor's benefit. It's Cole Wilson in motion. This time the run game shut down from the edge. Brandon Mack. Baylor Bears have opened the day with 3 straight handoffs, make it 4. Knighton trapped behind the line, and the Cougs swarm it for a loss. Kentrell Webb led the way. It's 4th down, and Baylor will punt.
Motion Kloffenstein into the box and try for that.
And the first opportunity for Connor Wigman begins from inside his 20. Handoff to Dean Connors, who captures the edge and spills off a Tyler Turner tackle for about half the chains. And 3rd down and short. Wigman over the right side. And he nearly creased it. He'll have to settle for a first down, but he's new first down for Wigman and the Cougs. On play action, he's well protected. Spins one to the sideline. And it's caught by Thomas. Wigman's only thrown it twice on this opening drive. They're coming after him, and he drives this slant into the midst of Amari Thomas. First down, Houston at the 40. Fourth quarter field goals did Houston. Wigman to throw on 4th down. His trusty tight end to move the sticks. Tanner Koziel delivers. First time we've seen Stacy Sneed. He motions to empty. Spelling Dean Connors. Straight back drop for Wigman. Chops his feet and fires middle. Thomas in space to the numbers. Needs a block. He gets in. 27 yards for Amari Thomas. His 4th straight game with a Houston touchdown.
Touchdown, JB, and you're going to see up at the top of the screen here, Amari Thomas comes in the slot, and that matchup here with Keaton Thomas, he's great for a lot in the middle of this defense, but trying to stick with one of the best receivers in the Big 12, not one of them. That's a mismatch they can exploit because Amari Thomas is versatile enough for them to move him all around. Even calls out the block there, pointing Stacy.
Down a touchdown, down their tight end Michael Trigg, and having lost Bryson Washington on the opening drive of the game. The first toss for Sawyer Robertson is a completion. So beginning the game with a run-heavy dose. Now they hit the middle of the field, and they find Ashton Hawkins to the 42 in Houston territory. Of course, he missed the first half of last week's game in Tucson and never really got a clap for the snap and a QB run. Big crease down the middle of the field, and it looks like the spot will give him a new first down at the 30 in front of Latrell McCutcheon Sr. in the second. Who's creepy. They will send that DB blitz. Right on the number of Cole Wilson for a first down in the red zone. A confident stroke from Sawyer Robertson. A gain of 17 more.
Tight end room still getting some attention there. You're going to see Matthew Kloffenstein come in and take up a number of Houston defenders. It opens it up for Cole Wilson.
To explosive plays through the air. Off the motion. They get it in the hands of Knighton, and he's down to the 7-yard line. Robertson ready for the 8th play. Off play action. That ball's tipped. That ball is intercepted. A tip drill takeaway for Mark Stampley.
What a back-breaking finish to a promising drive by Baylor. Talked about it.
Gained 68 yards and 4 first downs, but they turn it over again. And DJ Butler rumbles up to the 30. He's got a first down carry. Similar to what Utah did to them the last time they were on this field. An end-around toss is destroyed.
Great discipline off the backside. You're going to see Coleman coming off the edge over here and just staying upfield. He's the team leader in tackles for loss, and on that play, that's just being disciplined on the backside. You don't see him bite on the handoff the other way. He gets upfield. He's guarding anything that's coming back and counting and trusting the rest of his team.
Huge return in the 4th quarter of a tie game last week against TCU. Cameron on his senior day sprinting over to the left sideline. Picks it up to the 35, hurdles to the 40. Josh Cameron out of bounds. From plus territory. Oh, what a catch. Shielding the defender, reeling it in with that right hand. Matthew Kloffenstein doing his best Michael Trigg impersonation. Robertson ready again. Hits that back foot. He's drilled. Is that down? Is that a strip sack? It's Houston football.
Important look at it. Brandon Mack coming off the left side over here. Is that hand coming forward with the football in it? That looks like it's going to be a fumble. I'd be stunned based off that look. And absolutely, what a great job. So many rushers in this day and age, because the quarterback is such a protected class inside the pocket, try and aim for that upfield throwing arm for just that reason. Catches.
And a new first down at the 46. Koziel, the motion man. Houston will run it, and it is gobbled up. Devontae Tesno with the run stuff, -2.
See max protection here, and Wigman takes an absolute shot.
Now, Fritz thinks his quarterback is super smart and excellent processor who can handle it. Baylor drops 8 into coverage. Wigman steps up, scrambles, flips it, and that's a first down catch and run for his tailback, Dean Connors. Stacy Snead in motion. Blitz is on. They do spit it out to the perimeter. Snead makes one miss. And behind his pads, he's got a new first down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 11 out on the perimeter.
Had a Snead for speed there. You saw the linebacker running with him, so they knew they had man coverage and having guys.
Snead stays in the game. Second down and 10. Houston looking to double. It's lead around the left side with an escort. Wigman leaving, Bears in his wake. All the way to the end zone. 28 yards for Connor Wigman. His 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
On the design quarterback toss, you're going to see 79 pull around, and then Snead lead blocking on the perimeter. The pin down by Tanner Koziel on the defensive end makes it possible. And they get just enough, and then it's all Wigman. Just the feel of a quarterback who's such a patient runner in addition to being such a gifted athlete. What a remarkable run. And for good measure, touchdown.
Remember earlier this season that the hope was that Wigman would benefit from a fresh start, right? Change of scenery, better injury luck, and for the most part that's been true. He was knocked out in that Texas Tech loss, but he's been able to start all 12 games.
Listen, he went to Texas A&M as one of the most high-profile recruits in the country. There's a lot of pressure on that program to go out and succeed, and when you come in with that, and so you're absolutely right, a chance to come to a place, get a fresh start, and exhale a little bit. Territorial Cup that Arizona took home. Brett Yormark there making the case for some of those Big 12 teams near the top of the standing.
There will be a chance for Cole Wilson to return. He gets a kick-out block. A stiff arm at the 35. Stumbling up that sideline, waiting for reinforcements. And a nice answer back by the special teams unit of the Baylor Bears. Down 2 touchdowns, but another start in positive territory.
Brought this all the way back. You're going to see that wind from one side of the field, the other. Try and get...
Hunter Hawkins has a long of 53 twice. This is from 54 on a gusty day in Waco.
Exhale a little bit now, a little high on the snap. Good job by the holder getting it down.
It's Palmer Williams, one of the best punters in college football. Wigman's been efficient, 8 of 11 through the air. He's got a rushing touchdown of 28 yards. Fading away from pressure. Again, has the poise to find his tailback. Butler is crunched after a gain of 12 by Micah Gifford.
Invaluable for this team.
Butler with a stiff arm and another first down at midfield. 2 flags on the play. Thanks to DJ Butler. He's back in fresh as Wigman hits the top of his drop. And that's intercepted. Taken away at the 20 by Keaton Thomas. The green dot linebacker for the Bears with a game-changing play. Keaton's first interception of the season. Opportunity for Baylor here as they hit the edge with Caden Knighton. And he's got a burst of 9, maybe 10 yards.
I believe in you. I just want to hear you say it.
Knighton churning from midfield. Again, good field position for the Bears. So far, only a field goal to show for it. Late in the progression, Kloffenstein makes himself available. A run blitz there, and it's close. Caden Knighton does spill forward for a first down. throw, and it's on target. They link up with Kelsey Johnson, the junior from Red Oak, Texas. 3 into the boundary for Robertson, and a gun run. The 30 and maybe the 28. We'll see about the spot. Joseph Dodds may have a new Baylor first down. Cole Wilson, the motion man. Hawkins isolated, and he put it on his number. This place, his journey fascinating, and he's such a great ambassador for Baylor. Dodds would not be denied. First and goal below the 8-yard line. Motoring for 15 on the turf in the arms of Kentrell Webb.
You're going to see the counter here. One thing clock.
After knocking through a 54-yarder, here's 34, and he puts it through the pipes again. But the fumbles have piled up. He's lost 4 of them this year, and it ends with an injury in the home finale. DJ Butler has given Houston some nice pop. There's a flag down from behind the play right at the point of attack.
Usually going to prompt some laundry.
Wigman feeds Butler. Another flag comes in, this time from the umpire.
You weren't supposed to tell people about what you saw in the hotel gym this morning.
Butler through one tackle. Now a stiff arm against the safety. And he's got a first down carry of 13 yards before Tyler Turner tracks him down.
Butler giving him some great juice. Check that off your bingo card.
Off the play fake. Little flip to the flat. Here's Koziel with the full head of steam. And he's out of bounds with the first down at the 40. So second down and 7 from empty. I think the Bears felt QB run coming and still stumbling downhill. Only need a yard. They're going to throw for it. They've got him out leveraged. Koziel. First down below the 15 for the Cougs.
And so they thought if I was expecting QB run, maybe the defense was as well. We saw Koziel out in the flat before. And
Wigman fakes, rolls, Koziel at the 10, knocked out. Head coaches with all 3 of their timeouts deep in the half. Wigman. A tackle for loss by Kyler Jordan. 4th year at Baylor, it's -3. And the timeout taken. So far 2 for 2 in his extra points. Off the right hash, just inside of 30 yards, and no sweats.
We're helmet 2, so active hands and heads.
Robertson rolls his pocket out on the edge. Flips it complete to Cameron for his first catch. 14 yards and a new first down for Josh Cameron, a former walk-on who's now one of the top 10 receivers in school history in terms of touchdown rate. Comes the blitz up the middle. It's picked up nicely. Offenstein had to go to the ground to make the catch. Need 6 on 3rd down. Robertson has it with a lunging Cole Wilson on 4 targets. Robertson ready. That's a smooth stroke to Cameron. 10 more and a first down below the 40-yard line of Houston. 50 seconds, 1 timeout. Robertson again on time and on target to Cole Wilson, who hops below the 25. So now they're in field goal range. Here comes the rush. And he gets it out to another reserve tight end. The first down out of bounds below the 15-yard line. It's the second catch going into the break. And he stripes it. A Thanksgiving feast with some Saturday frosting. 17-9 after 2 quarters here in Waco. The 8-3 Cougs offense. We play the second half of the regular season finale. It begins with a Koziel crash. Wigman ready to go again, part of the QB class of 2022. Has to come off his initial read, extending the play, racing for the sideline, and down 1 possession. Wigman needs more than 10 on 3rd down. Oh, it's on target, but the route was shy of the line to gain. They motion him to the sidecar, and they'll let the quarterback do the dirty work. First down, Houston on 4th and 1. Second first down of this drive. Wants to launch off play action. Check it down. Connors dips his shoulder and takes it across midfield to the Baylor 47. Opening drive, 3rd quarter. Baylor eats it up. Keaton Thomas did his homework this week. He's got Houston behind the sticks.
they don't want him to put that much pressure on himself down in and down out the way he has these last few weeks.
Able to spot Ashton Hawkins here. He's twisted back.
That name means something around here if you're going after those kind of records.
Third down. Knighton has to make it work. What an athletic play. First to catch it, then to convert. They'll run it, and Houston stacks it up. Nowhere for Knighton to go. New first down for Wigman. Here's Connors with some shake in the hole. Made the first defender miss. Going back to his D2 days at Central Missouri. And Connors leading the way for his quarterback, and he's dashing down the hashes. Wigman to the 4.
And they went back to the well on the same play, but you're right. Watch Dean Connors here on the perimeter get the assist with his tight end Tanner Koziel. This time, it's Jaquise Martin with the pin down block, and so you get two big skill players at the point of attack down there against an overmatched defensive back. You see Connors right here ends up pulling a little double duty with Koziel there and springing his quarterback down inside the 5.
Wigman over the right side, and the battering Ram quarterback puts it in the paint again. His second rushing touchdown of week 14, and Houston opens it up to 23-9.
They have so much to account for. It's an offensive lineman's dream, and that's what Connor Wigman's been once again today for Houston. 24-9 here in the third.
5 Big 12 wins, already a high water mark, and they got a chance to finish 6-3. Cole Wilson's had the most explosive plays of the day in the kick return game. PBU there, down the line. They link up with Kobe Prentice. He breaks one. Prentice with some pop. Well, he had the first touchdown of the season here against Auburn, and 6 of his 22 catches coming into today were touchdowns. He nearly
that could have neutralized all of that.
After a 34-yard catch and run, Joseph Dodds, about 87 minutes of game time, Mike, since their last touchdown last week, first quarter in Tucson. Leveraging their weight room for a first down here. Straight ahead QB run. Shakes off the first hit and is toppled at the 12. It's Kelsey Johnson in motion. Nowhere to go for Caden Knighton. Clock at single digits as he takes the shotgun snap and follows his tailback. And spinning off the hit to the 17-yard line. Third down. Robertson begins a new drive with a handoff to Joseph Dodds. Well blocked. Our first season of TNT Sports covering Big 12 football, and it has been such a joy.
It's such a great responsibility that we have to tell the stories of these players, the coaches, the fan bases, and it takes a lot of people to make that go as we see the Cole Wilson first down reception there, and certainly our thanks to all the SIDs, the administration around these teams.
And his staff from Baylor, Fletcher Like and his group from Houston. Their contributions to this broadcast and this season invaluable, as are so many members of these sports information staffs. Can Baylor break this touchdown drought early in the fourth quarter? It's Dodds with his first Bears touchdown. Robertson looking for 2, has the blocks, and he spills into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Rush up the middle. Robertson spins one. 4th down. Got it! Senior to senior. A dot and a potential tying touchdown. Season finale in Waco. The 9th receiving touchdown for Josh Cameron. Sawyer Robertson in the clutch on 4th down. Tie for the first time since we kicked off. Wigman has the protection, has an open receiver, and Thomas sliding for a first down catch at the 42.
Play action took advantage of those aggressive linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. You see them bailing out, trying to get back in those windows, and because Baylor's keyed in.
Wigman sets the laces, unloads quickly. A money down and a tie game. Great design. They get it to Thomas to move the chains. Watch Koziel, one of his favorite targets in the left slot. Rips one to the sideline, and it's caught. Amari Thomas keeps the drive alive. Working against DJ Coleman.
Incredible job getting those hands out. You see that arm underneath, firm control going to the ground, and DJ Coleman's
hit the turf, but he never lost possession of it. Wigman finds his tight end. Koziel hurtling to the 25. 24 apiece at the 4-minute mark. Wigman loses yardage. Houston looking for the go-ahead touchdown. There's a flag in the air as Connors puts it in. Dean Connors hammers it home for Houston. Will it stand? Connor Wigman says yes. He's got a sneak peek.
Offside. Defense lined up in the neutral zone. The penalty is declined. The result of the play is a touchdown.
A Dean Connors rushing touchdown from the 1 puts Houston on the high side.
Kept the jumbo package out there and said, we're going to be the hammer, not the nail, down by the goal line. You see right here, the guilty party lined up.
Joseph Dodd's offset right as Robertson begins his drive, steps up in the pocket. He pushes vertical. That's complete! Already inside the 30 of Houston in the hands of Kobe Prentice. A 48-yard strike from 31-24 the final.
This is the end of the fourth quarter.
It's a 9-win campaign for Houston and a chance to get to 10 in bowl season. Willie Fritz